Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a nuke right inside of Blender. I got inspired by the movie Oppenheimer from Christopher Nolan. It's a great movie if you haven't seen it. But anyway, let's get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is delete everything, make some space here and create a cube. And let's extrude this outwards like that. Subdivision modifier, add some edge loops, and then we make this smaller, and another edge loop, and one over here as well. There you go, that's the basic shape of the nuke itself. You could make this a bit sharper as well, like really just bring it up and bring it down. Maybe that does look better. But it depends on what you want to do. If you want to have a round nuke, that's all up to you. Probably make the front a bit more rounder like that. And even these, like, scale them down. There you go, that looks pretty nice. Okay, let's create the back fins. So I'm going to create another cube. And scale it up a bit. And then I'm going to delete these faces over here. And I'll create an edge loop, bevel it, and then delete that. And then solidify and the bevel modifier. And I'll give it some thickness, and there you go. Alright, move this back. We can shade this smooth as well. Set it to level 3 maybe. And now we need the fins that will connect to these outer wings or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so maybe bring these a bit together. There we go. So let's hide that for now. And then add another plane. Bring it to the back. And we just got to give this some shape. So I'm going to bring this down. Add an edge loop, bring it down like that. Bring this in. You can add another edge loop and maybe scale this to 0 like that. That will, that should work, I guess. And then set the anchor point to this, to the lowest vertex. And now we've got to perform a radial array. So the way to do that is I'm gonna create a new empty. You don't have to put it here, but I'll just put it, drag it out here so I can see it. Select your fin. Let's first position this actually. Let's position the fin over here. And let's give it some solidify and bevel. Apply the scale and then set the offset to 0 and segments to 3. Shade smooth. You can do that same thing over here. Alright. So now let's add the radial array. So I'm going to add an array modifier. Set the, instead of using relative offset, I'm going to use object offset, and the object will be my empty. I'm going to hit Control A, all transform. So make sure you did position it correctly. Otherwise, this is going to be, it's going to be biting you in the ass. So yeah, Control A, all transform, and then select the empty, Shift S, cursor to select it. Select your fin, right click, origin to 3D cursor. So what we basically did is apply all the transformation, the rotation and everything, but set the origin to this empty. So before we add our radial array, make sure we set the count to 4 because I want one of these fins on each corner. So now watch what happens when I rotate this empty. See? And you can hold down Control to move it in increments. I need it to be at exactly -90, but there you go. Now, this looks pretty cool. It might be too long. I'll see in a second. I actually like this, so I'm just gonna move this around. Scale it up a bit. Maybe give it more thickness. And change the bevel. Yeah, you know how I usually say look up reference to make this? So I'm a hypocrite. I didn't look up any reference, so I don't know if this would be accurate. I'm sure somebody can say this would probably not work. It wouldn't fly the way it would fly and blah, 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 but whatever. It looks cool, you know? If you're gonna destroy a country, you might as well make sure the weapon that you're building looks cool. No, don't do that. I didn't say that. Anyway, let's adjust this. So there you go. Cool. Got the nuke. So before I parent this and move it and rig it, make sure you apply the array modifier here, otherwise it's gonna mess up. I'm gonna select the fins here and select the body and then just parent it with a simple parent. And now we got the nuke. And we can add some textures. I'm gonna use some textures from cgtextures.com. Very simple and they're free. All right, I got this texture right here, which has a lot of scratches, which is nice. But of course, the model, the way it's wrapped on the model is wrong, so we need to UV unwrap this. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to select this front bit. I'm going to select these edges, right-click, mark seam. Let's solo this for a second. And let's see, let me hide this, do the same on right here, mark seam, and then hide all of this. And then add one seam. So this basically means it's cutting it where the lines are red. So whatever we mark as a seam, that's going to be the cutting line for the UV unwrap. So now I got my lines, and if I press U unwrap, it looks like that, you see? And I can rotate this around, honestly, to make it look a bit better. All right, that doesn't look bad, but let's make this look much better. So I'm gonna be using, let's plug this in the color channel first. So it looks like that. We can scale this up maybe. Tiling doesn't really work that great with CG textures, with textures from CG textures, because they're not seamless. But you could find like some lines in the texture where it's not that visible, or you could just map your UVs properly, which I think we should do that. Okay, now let's also use this as our roughness and normal. So nothing really changes here, but maybe if I add a light, we can see it a bit better. So yeah, nothing really changes, like I said. So in order to use it for the roughness and normal map, we need to change a few things. So I'm gonna add a color ramp for the roughness and one for the normal. So now it's black and white. Then I'm gonna add a bump node and plug it in the height channel, and then plug the normal into, you guessed it, normal channel. Now it's gonna look very crazy. It's gonna look like some sort of rock or something, but that's because the distance is set to 1, so set that to something very small, like 0.1 or 0.05. That's still too high. This number is usually very small. Set it to metallic because it's made of metal. You can also bring the strength down a bit. And then the roughness, we can tweak this. So If I look at this, everything that's black is going to be very glossy. Everything that's white is going to be very opaque. So, let's see. And honestly, we could, unless you want to use this texture, you can just plug it directly in the base color. But I want to use my own colors, so I'm just going to plug in a color ramp and change the colors to like military dark green. I know they say usually you're supposed to use metallic at value 1 or 0, but I feel like going in between kind of gives me interesting results, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's not fully correct, but hey, whatever looks good in the end, I guess. Nobody's going to see your node setup. Unless you send them, you know, nodes. Let's see, bring this. Okay. Now, another thing you can do is if you crush the colors like this, you could still change the glossiness by bringing the value up here. So I don't want it to be too glossy because it's a nuke, not a toy. All right, and now we can select these other panels. Shift select your main body and have it, let's see. Control, how do you do this? Link materials. And now we got the same materials, but we need to UV unwrap this. So these are just flat panels, so just press U, unwrap. Same thing over here. Unwrap. There you go, we got a nice nuke. So just light this up properly. Alright guys, that's how you create a nuke right inside of Blender with a bunch of primitive shapes, and just one texture is enough to, you know, give it quite a lot of detail. But if you want to take this to the next level, you can of course take it into Substance Painter and put your own textures on top. Alright guys, I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon, all that stuff. I upload every weekend, so I'll see you in the next video.